Today we're going to solve a problem in magnetic fields with a particle with negative charge moving at a speed which is given by the problem at right angles to the magnetic field. Let's read the problem first. A particle with the same charge as an electron experiences a force of 5.2 times 10 to the minus 12 newtons and traveling at a speed of 4.21 times 10 to the, well, 10 to the 107 doesn't make any sense. This must be an exponent here. 10 to the 7th meters per second at right angles to the magnetic field. This is a fairly simple problem if you recognize that the velocity and the magnetic fields are at right angles. Take a look at the setup of the problem. The velocity is equal to 4.21 times 10 to the 7th meters per second squared. As I said, the 7 must be an exponent. Find the charge on the electron in the MKS units. Well, that turns out to be Q equals 1.60 times 10 to the minus 19th coulombs. That's a standard number you should be able to find someplace in your textbook. The force then is equal to the charge times, in the calculus-based system, the cross product of the velocity and the magnetic field, but that simplifies down to the charge times the speed times the magnetic field strength when we talk about right angles. So when the velocity or the speed is at right angles to the electromagnetic field, it becomes much simpler. We'll just solve that by putting the unknown on one side and all the known quantities on the other. And you see the numbers here, and that's equal to 0.77 Webers per meter squared. The second part of the problem is also fairly simple, but it's turns out we got to go back to our mechanics and say that the force is equal to the mass times the acceleration. And so they give us a mass and they give us the force. And so we end up with 2.76 times 10 to the 16th meters per second squared as the acceleration of the particle. Just note that when you get up as high as speeds of 10 to the 7th, you begin to have relativistic effects, and the equations really in the real world would be slightly more complex. Thank you.